Hi everybody, welcome back to our weekly live craft-alongs. Yay! For those of you that have not seen it already, the new craft kit is in the store. There's a little tab up at the top that says exclusive craft kit, and we've already got a lot of orders for it, so you may want to get in there and get yours while you can. Anyway, super excited about it. I do, well, first of all, I want to welcome everybody. It's been a week since we've been here. We've done so much since we saw you last. We had a whole trade show and everything last week, which was really, really great. And I've got to tell you, we've got a February collection and a March collection that I can't tell you anything about yet, but I do know that you are going to love it. It's just so, they're wonderful. They're absolutely wonderful. So I'm excited about those. They're going to be in a lot of retail stores, and I think that they're going to be putting things up for pre-order and stuff too in the coming weeks. So get ready, because you're going to see some really, really gorgeous things. So anyway, hello to everybody. Hi. It's so nice to see everybody come back, and you're all excited about the new kit and everything, and I love that. Can't wait to show it to you. You know, I know this is supposed to be a super fun thing and everything when we do these, but I don't know. I don't feel like I could do this necessarily without mentioning something first, because we at LDRS, you know, I don't know if you read this at all. I posted it, but we did have, we lost somebody very, very dear to me, to my heart, to my company, to my family, to her family, Kathy Dobson. I'm going to try and do this without crying. But Kathy Dobson, if you didn't read it, she was my very, very good friend. She's only 45 years old. She was diagnosed with pancreatic cancer in March, right around the time that COVID, you know, that our COVID restrictions started. But she has left behind a wonderful husband and 6 children and a gazillion people who know and love her, even those who only knew her for a moment. You know, you fall in love with her. She was one of the sweetest people I've ever known. You know, it's one of those things that really kind of makes me think, and you know, it makes me question, you know, good things happening to really good people, and you know, it doesn't make sense, doesn't it? It's something I struggle with whenever things like this happen. But anyway, she was literally my creative partner, my creative other half. You know, everything that we bring to you guys, you know, she has had a hand in, whether or not she, thank you, Alan, for that, whether or not she illustrated it 100% on her own. Everything that she did was all original illustration. But a lot of the products that we bring to you have been hers in one way or another, either conceptually or, you know, she had her hand in it with you know, our other illustrators, or she, you know, designed them completely 100% from scratch, from top to bottom, including some of the things that are going to be in this kit. And she really came into my life out of nowhere. I wasn't even looking to fill a position. I wasn't looking for an illustrator, and I would just one day, seriously, I mean, I literally just got an email one day from this person, you know, who just said, hey, I saw your company, and you know, I'm wondering if you have an opening. And I almost didn't even reply because we didn't have an opening, and she just kind of stuck in my head for some reason. And I thought, Alan and I talked about it a couple of times, and I just said, I just can't get her out of my thoughts for some reason. I feel like I at least need to reach out to her, reach back and talk to her. And the moment I did that, it was just, I mean, we just clicked. And I knew I had to have her not only with my company, but in my life. And she was an amazing, amazing person. So, yeah, sorry. So, anyway, I couldn't do this without her. I couldn't unveil this kit without her. I'm going to get myself together, I promise. But I couldn't unveil this kit without her, because some of the pieces in this kit, I mean, a lot of these things wouldn't even exist without her. So, and one of these is the stencil. It's a 2-layer stencil that's in here that is amazing. I'll tell you the story about it when I get to it. Her daughter, Emily, is also one of our illustrators. She's absolutely amazing. And she illustrates a lot of our characters, our pocket pails. She illustrated both of the stamp sets in this kit. So anyway, I just wanted to mention that and let you know how much she meant to me, how much she meant to our family here, as well as our company. So anyway, that being said, we're going to move on to happier things. Love you, Kathy. Okay, so if you have taken a look already at the website, like I said, if you go to the tab that says exclusive card kit there, you will see some amazing pictures. I'm going to show you them in more detail. And I'm going to switch the camera right now. Oh, and you might notice behind me we have Aurora Borealis, and that's because our stencil set really features an amazing Aurora Borealis. And like I said, I will tell you all about it. So I'm going to switch cameras and we're going to get going. Okay, so to start off with, I'm going to show you, let me fix something here, get that green screen turned off real quickly. Everything okay, honey?
I'm going to fix your mic here.
Oh, my mic's not okay? All right, give me just a second while Ann fixes my mic. Okay, so, excuse me. All right, so first up we have the Out of This World stamp and die set. I've got to tell you, in this kit, I think everything, I'm trying to remember what the full-on retail price of this kit was, like close to, it was just under $100, I will tell you. So the discount on this is an absolutely amazing kit. Our exclusive card kit, it is only going to be available at LDRS Creative. We do these every 2 months. This is our second one. And you will not be able to find this in kit form anywhere else. It will be up on our website for the next 2 months or until we run out. And the price is unbeatable, and the only way you're going to get the price is if you purchase the kit. That's the only way to get it. You're not going to be able to purchase any of the items separately during these 2 months. And so anyway, I would just encourage you, if you like these, grab it. It is fantastic. So this is the Out of This World set here. The idea behind this kit was really, it's all about, you know, the night skies and dreaming and, you know, the mystery of things. And we started thinking about that. And this little guy right here, this alligator, the first time we had this character was in the Halloween set. I think it was called Spookulator Alligator. And he was just hugely popular, and we kind of thought, boy, wouldn't he be cute if he were an astronaut. And one of my favorite things is the fact that his face is too big to fit in his helmet. So, and I remember when when these were being drawn, we had the conversation. It just looked so weird to have this helmet extend over his face, and I thought, why are we doing this? We don't have to do this. He's a character. We can be really funny with it. And so we ended up just kind of poking his face out of that helmet, and I just think it's super cute. Really draws attention to the shape of his face, and I just love these guys. And of course, you cannot have astronauts without having little monkeys, right? So even they have their helmets, and we have our little birds here who also have the helmets. Super duper cute. And look at this planet. I think it's just the most adorable thing ever. And then of course, sentiments, you're a star and you're out of this world. We've got the colored images on the back, so you can get an idea of how you can color them up. Ignore the little warning. This is just it's a suffocation warning that we're required to put on all the plastic bags. But anyway, on the back, per usual, we have gorgeous colored images. So, you know, if you want to color them up just like these, you can. If you want to do them in your own color scheme, absolutely. But, you know, we give some ideas and some shading and stuff in there. So it's a really great place to start. And then, of course, we have the Out of This World dies. So we have a die here that's going to cut out every single one of those characters, as well as all of those little extra accessory pieces. And then we map out on the back which die goes with which of those images. So It's an absolutely fantastic set. I don't know if you guys can see how that's colored. Look how gorgeous those colors are. I just think they're so beautiful. And the way that it's done, it almost has a bit of an kind of an old-fashioned look to the color scheme. I just think it's so stunning. I love it. I think they're just so pretty. So that is the first set of stamps and dies. The second one is called Dream Big. And this one, I really wanted some stamps where we saw the backs of the characters and they're looking up at the sky. They're gathering their family, they've got their friends, whatever it is. So we have 10 stamps in the Dream Big. I'm going to flip this over so that you can see these images all colored up here as well. This could be a brother and sister. It could be a husband and wife, girlfriend, boyfriend, whatever it is. You know, whatever it is. They're in a little blanket. We see the back of them. They're looking up, pointing at the sky. So cute. We have a little girl and a little boy over here, of course, with their little bunny critter friends. And we have the fox in here and some more bunnies. I love you to the moon and back, which is, you know, a real, you know, it's a saying that we hear all the time, but it is just stunning. I love the font. I love that it has a little bit of an arch to it there. And then, of course, the little, you know, just that little beautiful little detail in there as well. We've got a sentiment in here that also says dream big, the stars, the moon, the texture in that. I just think they're lovely. I think they're gorgeous. I love them. And then, of course, we have the coordinating die set here. And it cuts out all of those little characters and everybody here. Somebody's asking if the planet has a coordinating die. Yeah, I'll get to that in just a moment. So we're actually showing you on the back mapped out how every single one of these characters, everything except for the sentiments, has a die. And it's the same thing with, this is the Out of This World, also cuts out the planet. We have a die that cuts out every single one of the pieces in here except for the sentiment. So everything has a matching die. All right, so that is the second set that's in there. It's a fantastic kit. Excuse me, choking. Okay. Alan, would you go get me some cough drops? Okay, Alan, grab me a Ricola. Oh, I don't know. I just did. I'm technically, I don't know. I can say what I want to say. Okay, so this is the Magical Skies stencil. And yes, we spelled skies wrong. This is on our prototype. It was corrected on the when we went into production. So the one that you get will have the correct spelling.
It makes you wonder, though.
And you can see this, I actually used it, so that's why you can see this is a little bit dark in here. But this is a 2 stencil set. You can see the colored images on the back here that really show off the beautiful detail. I'm going to go ahead and open this up. This is that stencil set that I told you Kathy worked on. We struggled a lot over creating an Aurora Borealis stencil set. And we went through a bunch of different, you know, some other ideas and drafts of it. And she just kind of said, you know what, can I give it a try? I have an idea. Absolutely, Kathy, because she can pull anything off, right? She could do anything. And she came up with this amazing, amazing layout. What I wanted, the goal with this, was to have this gorgeous Aurora Borealis. You know, when we do our stencils, I love having stencils that really utilize all the space on the stencil. I mean, we have some that have, you know, just like an all-over pattern. But I love having them where we have multiple stencil pieces within a single stencil. So it started off with this Aurora Borealis. We have these gorgeous kind of shooting stars in there as well, and then the stars up in the sky. And then we thought, wouldn't it be gorgeous if we could put that up over the top of, like over the rooftops? So that's why we have these beautiful, beautiful houses, and you can change this. You can go back and forth, whichever direction you want. Gorgeous evergreen trees. You can see the beautiful slopes of the snow. We utilize the bottom of this Also to have the beautiful slope of a snowy hill. And then up at the top here, we have these gorgeous, gorgeous clouds. A beautiful moon in there if you choose to use that. So you can get gorgeous detail in here, you know, with those clouds, and then you can use that edge, of course, to have the beauty, you know, just gorgeous, beautiful layering clouds in there as well. It's a 2 stencil set because when you use this larger stencil, your color is going to go around the shape of each of those stars. Here's your shooting star right here. And then when you bring in the second stencil, you'll notice that this lays right over the top of that, just like so. See how that lines up perfectly? It lines up right over every single one of those stars. It lines up right along the edge of the top of the sky for the rooftops. So you can use, you know, you can use whichever one you want first. If you do this one first, you can use that beautiful edge to get some gorgeous color at the bottom and have some gorgeous color up at the top. You can come over this with a beautiful white. You can put, if you want to do some mixed media, there's different pastes, you know, things that you can put in there to actually have dimension. You know, like you can add sparkle to it, glitter, things like that, to have some beautiful glittery stars. And then you could come back over with this one and get the gorgeous color. It's going to block out those stars, what you already have in there, and you can get that gorgeous color, beautiful colors into that Aurora Borealis. And then do the houses, the rooftops. If you want to have clouds in there somewhere, you can, or you can do clouds in place of the Aurora Borealis, so you have options and the gorgeous snow at the bottom. This is probably my favorite stencil that we have ever done, because it just has the gorgeous dreamy night skies, and there's so much you can do with it. It's so well thought out, so well planned, and I absolutely love it. I almost didn't put this into the kit, to be honest with you. But I almost just sold it separately because I think it is so spectacular. But I you know, it was designed for the kit, and I really wanted the kit to have something that was extra special in it. And I think that this really fits that. So we also have some amazing papers in here. Zoom out a little bit here. So there's 6 different pattern papers. This one, you know, and they're all, like I said, about the night sky. So this one, we have these gorgeous purples in here, beautiful stars. You can see this is on a grassy hill, and then we have the beautiful kind of city or town in the background here. And of course, we had to have a, what is that called? I can't think of it. A rocket ship. Thank you. Had to have a rocket ship, and we have one of our little monkeys in that is from the Out of This World stamp set. He's already in that rocket ship. But isn't that just gorgeous? So pretty. You know, so you can create backgrounds with that stencil, or you can go right to the backgrounds that we've already given you on the paper packs.
It's darker than it's showing up on the screen. I said it's darker than the screen.
Yeah, it is a little bit darker than it's showing up on the screen, I think. I don't know, because over there when I'm looking, it doesn't. I think it depends on your screen, maybe. So here's number 2. Look how amazing that is. This one was drawn with the Out of This World characters in mind as well. The idea is that, you know, they're on the moon. Look at the texture of that with that moon. It's just so realistic. Like, I mean, it just looks so gorgeous. You know, and then we have, you know, everything else in the sky there. You can put these guys out there. You can have them floating in space. Just so beautiful. You can have the rocket ship going over the top. I mean, we're giving you these gorgeous backgrounds you're not going to see anywhere else. Here's another one where we've got the rocket ships. We have the sun. We've got Saturn. That's Saturn, right? That's Saturn. Or is that I always forget. Yeah, Saturn. This one looks like an asteroid, I think. They're just lovely. Absolutely magical. Look at that one. Amazing. Beautiful hills and the trees. Just so gorgeous. The colors are just outstanding. Here's another one where we have all the constellations. Let me see. I think it goes this way. You can see the different constellations in here. Colors, amazing. And then look how bright and beautiful that is. They're just so beautiful. I love them. In this kit, you're also going to get coordinating cardstock. And this is heavy cardstock. Listen. You know, if you got our last kit, you know how heavy and thick the cardstock is. It is absolutely wonderful. I do not like thin cardstock. I don't like thin craft papers. I like them to be heavy. And so that's what you get in your kit. This is kind of a glistening. I don't know if you can see it glisten. It's a beautiful white. There it is. It's catching the light. Beautiful white. And then we have this beautiful kind of berry color. And then a stunning turquoise. And they look just amazing with these papers. So there you go. They're just gorgeous. I love them. So you're getting all that in the kit. I want to show you also, we've got one more piece that is an add-on, and it is the Starry Sky Border. This measures approximately a little more than 6 inches. I think it's about 6 1/4 by the time you get to the end. Gorgeous, gorgeous stars that can hang. This is an add-on piece that you will find also on the same page. Let me show you some of the sample cards that we have. Lisa's asking, will I be demoing the stencil? Yes, I will be demoing the stencil. Let's pull this in a little bit. Sheila is asking, will the papers be available separately for refill? That is quite possible. We had a lot of people asking that question about the last kit, and I think I'm going to take a look at the quantities that we have. We may actually put those papers up for a refill, so that is possible. I'm not going to rule it out. We have to see how we do with it. I'm seeing glue here. I forgot to clean that up. Okay. This card is showing you an example of that gorgeous Magical Skies stencil. Isn't that just stunning? So pretty. I think it's gorgeous. We've got a beautiful shaker. Look at these guys. This one actually utilized the A2 layered card toppers. Nested 2 of those together to create that beautiful frame. And then it has that pattern paper in the background with the little rocket ship with their little monkey friend going up. Gorgeous. Look at that. That is just stunning. I love this. Again, all these layers were done with the A2 stitch layered card toppers. You can see that beautiful stitching on the smallest layer from the paper pack. So easy to do a gorgeous background with the papers that are in here. And you can even see the stitching right through. You can see that beautiful white in the background and then that stunning teal. Isn't that gorgeous? So beautiful. And then we have the characters here from Dream Big to the moon and back again. So pretty. This one, look at that. How cute is this? This was actually done with some of the dies from our Christmas add-on collection. You can see that it's like that mini slimline, but in the background here, we have that beautiful pattern paper again. So you have an automatic background, the little alligators. I mean, it's just so cute. You're out of this world. And then last, this next sample. You know, one of the things I love about these samples too is it not only uses the kit, but it shows you how you can coordinate things with other with other products that you may have in your stash. So this one has our little pink houses. That's what those houses are in the background. But it features the Dream Big characters. So beautiful. The sentiment that comes with that. And then we're showing you here how you can use that add-on of the Starry Sky Border. So beautiful. I mean, they're just incredible. And these are just 5 examples of what you can do with this kit. So I'm being asked if I'm going to be demoing the stencil, and that's exactly what I'm going to do. Funny that you should ask that question. Okay, so I've got a piece of paper from my Strathmore Bristol pack. So it's Strathmore Bristol Smooth Surface. Whenever I'm doing color blending, I'm going to be working with this paper. So I'm grabbing a sheet of that. And I'm going to go ahead. I'm not actually creating a card tonight, but I am going to play a little bit. Thursday, I will be using this kit, and I will be creating a card for you on Thursday. So let's just get a piece of this going. Oops. All right, so let's see. Let's play. I did grab some colors I thought would be stunning. So I grabbed, let's see what we have here. Tickled Pink. All right, these are hybrid inks. They're going to blend beautifully together. Lala Lavender. Bally Blue. And Key Lime Pie. Look at that combination. They're so gorgeous. I love them. So pretty. So what do we start with? Let's see. I'm not sure where I want to go with this. I haven't planned a doggone thing, I'll tell you. Actually, you know what I think? I know what I'll do. Alan? Actually, do I want to have you grab? I was going to have you grab a different color. Will you grab, you're going to have to walk around the other way maybe? Yeah, this is a test. I need you to grab, I think it's Pink Tutu. It's going to be on the right back there. So he's going to grab another color for me. I also need, I'm going to need you to get me the brush as well. That goes with Pink Tutu. Yep. Are you finding it? Top right. Sorry. What are you doing back there? All right, but you don't. Oh boy. You, here, folks. Oh my gosh. He's knocking over the lamps and bull in a china shop. Okay, so I'm going to start with Pink Tutu. And I'm going to start below here. All right, can you give me the tape as well? All right, never mind. Never. Well, no, I do. I need the tape. Give me the, it's right back there, the purple tape. It's, oh my goodness. Mamma mia. Okay. Sorry, everybody. That's just a little sampling of what it's really like in the Hunt household. Yes, it is. It's very crowded when we do this because we have, I mean, we've got lighting everywhere, cameras, the green screen, the whole thing. So, all righty, let's go like that. I'm just covering up some of the areas because I want this little piece down here. I want this border. And so I have Pink Tutu. And I need a little scrap here where I can go off the page just a little bit. All right, let's see. So I'm going to come in and do a little bit of Pink Tutu here. I don't know how all this is going to look because I haven't played with this yet, with these colors, and so we'll see how it comes out. I think this is going to be a gorgeous kind of glowing look. Up above these houses. And I'm fading that pink down just a little bit. So it's darker up towards the top, and it's going to fade down a little bit. All right, so look at how pretty that is just to begin, just like that. You know what, Anna, remember when you asked me if I needed that thing to be, the cloth to be wet? Could you go do that? Because I do need that wet. Okay. All right, so that is pink tutu. Now, what I could do at this point, if I had time, this is when I would come in and I would maybe put something, you know, like a shimmery paste or something in here, and then I would set it aside and let it dry. This would be a perfect time to do that. But I didn't do it ahead because, like I said, I didn't plan anything. So I'm going to show you really how, and actually, do I want to, I'm going to go up above the top here with a little bit of this pink tutu as well, just to see how it's going to work. That way it kind of gives me some matching color at the top and at the bottom. And it gives me one more layer of color also. Thank you. And if this works out, you might just see me use this for my card on Thursday. We'll see. Or maybe I will just make a card with it if this turns out well, and then do something else on Thursday and show you what I end up doing with the card. We'll see. There we go. So I asked him to moisten this because I do want to wipe off the excess from my stencil. There we go. All right, so I'm going to put pink tutu away. And now, let's see, where's my other stencil? Here it is. Oh, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to come in. I think I'm going to continue a little bit of that pink tutu in here now that I'm thinking about it, because when I put this down here, see how this is going to line up perfectly like this? I'm going to end up with some white in some areas where this stencil lays over. I'm not sure I want that so much. I think I want to have a very, very faint pink in there. Not as dark as I went here, of course. I'm going to try that and see how it looks. So let's go for this. Really brush that color off and just go very light. It's just going to kind of dim that white down a little bit. I don't know if you could see that on screen or not. I'm doing it very, very light.
You can see it clearly.
So that's just going to make it so I don't have a lot of, I don't end up with a bunch of white. I don't have a problem with white. I just thought it would be fun to see what it's going to be like if I don't. There we go. It's just one more layer of color. Tiny little bit. There we go. Now let's see. I'm going to put this down. There we go. And I'm going to tape it. I need a stickier tape, Alan. Yeah, this one's not holding.
What would a stickier tape look like?
Up there, can you give me my washi tape that's up there? Underneath, up against the wall. It's in a little dispenser. No, no, no. Right over there, to the right more. Up against the wall, next to the jars. Next to the right, honey.
Is it in the box?
It's in a little wooden box. There's washi tape on a dispenser.
Okay.
It's not in a box.
With a tool on top of it.
Yes. This is what I've asked him for. I think it stands out pretty well.
No. It had a tool on top of it, and I couldn't see the tape.
Oh, he said it had something on top of it. All right, sorry. It had a tool on top that I'm not allowed to tell you about yet. Okay. So let's go ahead and tape this down. Just like so. Do you have any more questions?
I have not seen any.
All right. Everybody remember, we do have a giveaway at the end of every live. And if we don't know that you're here, we can't choose your name. Okay, so let's see. What am I going to come in with? This is why I don't always do this stuff just live, because I'm terrible at, it takes me a while. I don't craft on the fly very well. All right, so this is my key lime. And let me flip this around. And I'm going to bring, oh, you know what I want to do? I'm going to tape this off a little bit here. Just because I don't want to go up above it right now. I'm not pressing this tape down really hard because it's, I don't want to tear my paper when I go to remove it. But I do want to not get stuff in that area up there. There we go. So I have my key lime. I'm going to sprinkle some of this around this green. See how this ends up being. I know it doesn't look exciting yet, but let's see how this goes. That is the green. I'm going to bring some of the lavender in now. Hopefully I didn't put too much green down. Let me go over my stencil to wipe off that excess green. There we go. Let's get a little bit of purple in here. I see one more area. I just want to be really careful right here. I don't want to get it in those stars right there. We can deal with those stars afterwards. There we go. Pretty lavender. So pretty. Maybe a little bit up in here. There we go. And then next is the Bally Blue. Let's see how this goes. Let me wipe my stencil again just to get that excess purple off of there. You know, the hybrid inks will blend together, so I'm just being a little bit cautious. You know, my colors are going to change a little bit as as they overlap. So I'm just trying to be a little, aware of that. This is the Bally Blue. So pretty. All right. Starting to think maybe I put down a little too much of the green when I did that initially. Maybe I would do a little less the next time, but this is part of playing with it, is, learning, right? See what you like, what you don't like, what works, what doesn't work. And then you would kind of adjust it the next time you do it. Let's see. There we go. And then the next one is Tickled Pink. There we go. And you can see how those colors kind of blend and make purples where there wasn't a purple, and almost kind of rainbow like. So pretty. Gorgeous. I think it's beautiful. Let's hope it looks that way when we remove it, right? Wipe away the excess on my stencil. And then I'm going to do one more thing. Alan, do I have a blender brush over there that has, I think I have one for the Raven, a really dark one, not the navy. You know what, it might be, but actually there's a bag right up above there underneath that foam. See the, yep, underneath there. Isn't there a bag there that has more? More of the blender brushes? Yep, right there. Perfect. Excellent. Would you give me one? Thank you. This is from Picket Fence. So I have some of their brushes. So I'm going to grab, actually, do I want this big one? Oh boy, that might be a little big. Well, we'll try it. Here, take that. Oh, that's a dark wash jeans. So I don't want that one. We're going to do this one. I'm going to do this in black, and I'm going to move these just a little bit. I'm going to leave this star covered, so I'm just adjusting where my tape is to keep the star covered, but allow me to get the rest of that little house there. And I want to get the trees as well. I'm adjusting my tape really quickly here. There we go. And let's see. Let's move this one. And get that star. You know what I didn't, I think I covered up was the smoke that's coming up like from the chimney, and I don't want to cover that. I just want to cover the stars. So let me adjust again. I don't want black stars. It's just kind of weird. So let's go like that. You get more tape. And kind of strategically place this so that I'm not going to be covering up. All right, so I do want to cover up this star here. And I know this part can seem a little tedious, but it's worth it. All right, and then we have the smoke coming out of the chimney. And, you know, if I wanted to, I could do the trees in green, but we're going to say this is like nighttime. So I'm going to do all that in my raven in the black. So let's go for it and see how we do. I'm not pushing really hard because I don't want this to be a deep, deep, dark, strong black. I kind of like that smokiness, that smoky color that is coming in. I'm just going really light with it. I'm going to do one more little piece of tape right down this side here. There we go. And you know what I think I'm going to do? I am going to go ahead. Where's that package of brushes? Did you put it away? I'm going to grab a small one. Actually, grab the little one that you said. How about this little one?
Okay.
Yep, that one. Huh?
Unmarked.
Yeah, this one is a little one right here. Back into the raven. I'm going to do some areas that are darker. Like it's going to create a little more depth, I think. So I'm just kind of going off to some of the sides a little bit at the bottom. There we go. I don't know about you guys, but this part is so relaxing for me when I do this. Is that crazy? I might even actually come in with some of the dark wash jeans on this if I had it. That's a color I would try. Why don't you grab that blue that's over there, Alan, that dark wash jeans, and then grab me that pad as well. The ink pad.
Yep.
See, I have to have Alan grab the stuff because I am kind of pinned in where I'm sitting. I've got like the tray to one side of me where all my supplies and things are that I've pulled. To the other side of me, I've got camera and tripod, and then behind me is the green screen. So I can't really go anywhere. That's why I'm always asking him to do it for me. So this is dark wash jeans. I'm going to see if I can get a little more depth of color by bringing some of this blue into this. I don't know if it's going to show over, but it might give us a little bit of a glow in some areas. We'll see. I like playing with color. It's fun. So when the light hits that, maybe we might see a little bit of that blue. It looks like I'm going over the whole thing, but I'm really not. I'm just kind of touching down in some areas. There we go. Just to have a little variation of color. I'm going to go ahead and clean that up. There we go. So let's remove this and see what we've got. Trying to be careful so I don't have, so my washi tape doesn't tear that paper at all. Look at that background. Oh my goodness. It's gorgeous. And then, you know, I have this beautiful pink that's in there. And that would have been a bright white had I not come in first with that color. We would, you know, we would trim this down a little bit like so. But even at this point, because I did that so light, you can still come in with this other stencil here. And even after the fact, if you wanted to come in with a different medium to make those stars kind of glisten in white, or if you just want to do so, you could add something like these glitter accents by, you know, the Nuvo glitter accents, put those over the stars. It'll brighten those up a bit. What do you guys think? Do you like it? I think it's so beautiful. Look at all that, the colors in that sky. Oh my goodness gracious. I love it. Anybody like it?
Nobody's saying they like it. Oh, gorgeous.
Nobody's saying they like it? Do they not like it? I do see somebody's asking, Trina's asking, do you set up and take down for every live? No, we don't. Fortunately, I have a studio in the house. So we're able to leave everything set up. The only time we have to do something different is like when we did the trade show, we had to have cameras going from one side to the other. I actually have an island in the middle of the studio. And so we keep all the cameras on one side where I sit, and then we have other equipment up here as well. I've got pictures of it actually, like on our Facebook page and our Facebook group. But when we need to have the cameras go in the other direction, then we do have to kind of move things around. So there's that. I'm going to go ahead and lay this back down. And I'm going to go over this area here just to show you what that would look like. How it looks. Oops. And then what color am I going to use up there? I'll have to see. I'm going to show you how beautifully detailed that color is there. I'm going to do it, I think, in the blue. Let's go like this and just tape that off a bit. So I don't want to get my color into the area that I've already done. There we go. So I'm going to go ahead with, I'm going to do this very soft. I'm going to use the Dark Wash Jeans and come in up here real soft. I've already got a lot on my brush. You know, I could, if I had a yellow handy, I mean, I could put a little bit of a yellow in there and then put this up above. But this is at least going to show you the shape of this gorgeous edge. So pretty. Just beautiful. Let's see how we did. You got to remember I put that pink down first, right? Look how pretty that is. So had I gone in with even a lighter blue first, you know, then I would have had that darker blue that I just did right now. I could even come in if I wanted to make that a little blue. This is my Ballet blue. I don't know how well that's going to work, but let's see. Just to kind of blue it up a little bit, tone down that pink maybe a bit. You know, you really just have to play with it. So that kind of tones it down a little bit, gives it a little bit of a, and now this is that Dark Wash Jean. I do kind of like having that pink in there a bit. Kind of gives it, this is some tickled pink. Get some of that in there. Magical, magical skies. How pretty. I mean, I wouldn't necessarily put it up above the Aurora Borealis. That's another application. So it's another, you know, you don't have to use, I don't want you to think you have to use the stencil, the full stencil in its entirety in one scene. So this gives you a different type of sky. Then you have the Aurora Borealis would be a different type, you know, a different sky, which looks gorgeous over the top here, over the top of the houses. So don't think that you have to use that full 6x6 in its entirety, you know, across the entire, you know, top of your scene. Use the different pieces on their own to create a lot of unique backgrounds and magical skies. Let me go ahead and get some of this wiped off of here. All right, I will deal with the rest of that later. Okay, so you may have noticed if you have looked at the website that this kit is up for pre-order right now. It's going to be shipping in the next couple of weeks. It should be shipping. And the reason it's up for pre-orders, we're still waiting on one of the items to come in. And as soon as we have everything, we will be shipping it out to you right away. So we want to ship it in its entirety. So here are some of those gorgeous sample cards that I showed you already. Linnea actually did these. Aren't they stunning? So beautiful. Let's go maybe here and here. Can I fit them all on the screen? I don't know. There we go. So pretty. One more look at those papers because they are just amazing. Look at that. They're so gorgeous. I can see why you would want more than one of each of these. But we do need to contain the cost of the kit for you. So I will definitely look into putting some of those up there, you know, separate from the kit if you want to restock on those papers. So, alrighty, I'm going to switch the camera back. Hey everybody, see behind us, it looks a little bit, I mean, with all those gorgeous colors, it has a lot of the colors that we did in here with the beautiful, oh, that looks yellow because of the green screen, but a lot of those colors that we have back there. So I'm excited about this kit. I hope you could see that in, you know, just in the presentation. I think it is absolutely stunning, and it has been so hard not to tell you what's in it. But I love night skies. I love dreamy skies. And one of the things I want to do sometime in my lifetime with my husband, is go to actually see the Northern Lights. I want to see it. I want to go to, you know, like, you know, Norway and, you know, I'd love like one of those like igloo type things, those, whatever it is. He rolls his eyes when I mention it. You know, the thing where like the sky is like open, you can see, and you stay in it, and like you're all cocooned. It's so cute. It just looks so great. Looks really cold too, but that's not my husband's favorite thing to be. So anyway, we have any more questions from anybody? Anything? I hope you guys are excited about this kit. I don't know if everybody's being real quiet or if Alan just isn't putting your questions up or if he's answering them for you. But looky. I mean, goodness gracious. I love these. I think it's stunning. We should have a giveaway. Judy's asking, when will the February release be? I believe the release date of the February collection is, I think it's February 21st. And then I think the March one is a month later. Giveaway. What are we going to give away this time? You know what we should give away? I think we should give away, because I've mentioned it a couple of times, it was used on these cards. Why don't we give away one of the A2 stitched layered card topper sets, the die set? Because I've mentioned it a few times, it is like a staple. You have to have it. Everybody just has to have it. It's amazing. Do you want to grab it over there, or?
Sure. Where is it?
Walk around that way. You're going to go through? Okay. It's back over here. Here it is. We're going to give this away today because I've mentioned it. It was used on a couple of the cards. So we're going to give this away, and I think it is outstanding. So you get 3 dies in here. Fantastic for your A2 cards. It has 3 dies, and you can, use each of them individually, or you can layer them, or you can, you can cut like little frames, like was done, oops, upside down. You can cut little frames like Linnea did on this card. So super fun. So we're going to give this away. So you need to get in there, get your name out there. You can only get your name in the drawing if you leave a comment and we know you're there. So ring-a-ding, what's the name? Terry Daniel. Terry Daniel, you are the winner. So Terry, congratulations. I need you to please send us an email. You're going to send it to customerservice@ldrscreative.com. And I need your complete mailing address so we can get your prize out to you right away. Yay! So everybody, thank you so much. This is the kit. Here's more of the kit. Well, that looks like it's the wrong blue, but it's because of the green screen. The green screen changes the colors. It's actually a teal. Don't forget we have the Starry Sky Border add-on. And this is what that looks like on this beautiful, beautiful card. You can see that added on there. Absolutely stunning. And here's the cards once again, featuring the stunning papers that are in the kit. Absolutely gorgeous. Linnea just did an amazing job with these. Thank you, thank you, thank you, Linnea. Look at how beautiful that is. So pretty. And then we have this one here. So gorgeous with the little alligators. You can see through them because they're green. I got the green screen. It's always so weird to me. But anyway, they're super adorable. So that is it for tonight, everybody. We will be back on Thursday, and I will be playing with this kit. We're going to have a card for you, and so that way, when you get your kit, we'll already have a couple of samples that we've walked you through, so that you can make those if you want, or use them as a starting point, or do it however you want to do it. So anyway, that is our show for tonight, everybody. Thank you so much for being here. I hope you guys enjoy the kit. I hope you have a wonderful evening. And we will see you right back here on Thursday, 7 p.m. And we'll be playing with the kit. Bye, everybody. Thanks so much.